Hello Overclockers, my name's Bryony and every Friday I put together the top gaming, hardware and tech industry news. As always, there's plenty of interesting stories, and in today's Newsweekly episode I've got a lot of info about Computex launches, news about upcoming games and brand new hardware. If you love our channel and don't want to miss an episode, hit that subscribe button and let's dive straight into it. Kicking off the gaming chapter of the news is a quick reminder to check out this week's free game over on the Epic Store. At the time of filming, it was still called Mystery Game, which means I can't really talk about it. However, it also probably means it's something actually really good. We'll put a trailer up on the screen now. If you like the look of what is likely to be an awesome title for completely free, I've dropped a link below. Make sure to grab it after this week's episode and before the deal ends next Thursday. Now on to the next story in the gaming news this week, which is more of a rumour being shared by online news sites such as Puck and Kotaku. However, rumours don't often come from thin air, and it appears to have some pretty heavy weight behind it. Supposedly, EA is actively looking to sell out or merge with another game company. There's been a lot of similar sales recently, with Microsoft snapping up Bethesda and Activision Blizzard, so it makes sense that EA wants a piece of that big money pie. Apparently, they have recently tried to merge with media and entertainment giant NBC Universal, and also had acquisition talks with companies like Disney, Apple and even Amazon. The timing is interesting, as it's happening at a time where EA has lost a couple of its biggest licensing deals. Its exclusivity over the Star Wars license expires in 2023, and EA is even ending its 10-year deal with FIFA, with upcoming games being renamed to EA Sports FC. Dylan Byers, who is Puck's media reporter, wrote that EA has been pretty persistent in pursuing a sale, and has only grown more emboldened in the wake of the Microsoft Activision deal. Supposedly, EA is primarily interested in a merger arrangement that would allow CEO Andrew Wilson to remain as chief executive of the combined company. If we hear more, I'm going to make sure to keep you updated in our Newsweekly series, and it's going to be interesting to see who finally bites and hands over a big lump of cash to EA. Kicking off the hardware chapter of the news this week is a product that I'm personally eyeing up. We mentioned Glorious Forge a couple of weeks ago, and the Model O Pro Wireless is actually launching as one of these group buy products. However, you can actually pre-order yours now through the Overclockers website, and remember, they will only be available for a limited time. Essentially, this version of the Model O is the ultimate version that's been redesigned from the ground up. Instead of the iconic glorious honeycomb, these gaming mice have a solid shell in 3 eye-catching colours. Other improvements include a reduction in weight to just 55 grams and improved 80-hour battery life. The glorious BAMF sensor with up to 19,000 dpi ensures accuracy, while the 2.4 GHz lag-free wireless connectivity provides all the benefits of a wired connection without the tether. The 3 colour schemes are actually named after Glorious's own mechanical switches, and you can select a blue lynx, a golden panda or red fox. I love the look of this mouse, and you can pre-order yours right now using the link below for $99.95. Glorious has told us to expect stock to be ready to ship around August. The second story in the hardware chapter this week is that noblechairs have launched yet another awesome gaming chair design. It celebrates the milestone that is the Elder Scrolls Skyrim 10th anniversary, and it's the ideal mount for any Dovahkiin. The design was teased back in November, and now the stock has landed so you can collect dragon souls in ultimate comfort. This specially designed hero-style chair has a dark grey and black look, covered with dragon language runes and dragon scales. The headrest and backrest feature the Skyrim logo, celebrating 10 years of this iconic game. My personal favourite touch is the humorously located arrow right next to your knee when you're sitting down. To get your hands on this chair, click the link to the Overclockers website, which will be in the description below, and hand over 100 of your finest cheese wheels. If you prefer, we'll also take just 390 Great British pounds. I mentioned in last week's episode that we had some exciting keynotes coming up, and AMD certainly stole the show. We now know even more details about its upcoming Ryzen 7000 processors and socket AM5 motherboards. Supposedly, Ryzen 7000 will have around 15% more single-threaded performance than their Zen 3 predecessors. To showcase this, AMD demoed what's likely to be its flagship, a 16-core Ryzen 7000 processor hitting an impressive 5.5 GHz while gaming. The same chip also completed a Blender render in 31% less time than Intel's flagship i9-12900K. It looks like Ryzen 7000 isn't just for gamers and will also have huge gains in creative workloads. These new processors need new motherboards, and there will be the ultra enthusiast X670E, the high-end X670 and the mid-range B650. All three will support overclocking, and we got a glimpse of the upcoming All three will support overclocking, and we got a glimpse of the upcoming flagship X670E motherboards, with offerings from MSI, ASRock, Asus, Gigabyte and Bioshock. When it comes to other features, the new platform is jam-packed. Integrated graphics will actually be more of a standard feature, alongside support for PCIe 5.0 storage and PCIe 5.0 graphics lanes on the higher-end motherboards. The chips will also only support DDR5 memory, which comes with more performance but also significant cost over DDR4, which is something to consider if you want to upgrade to this new platform. As to when we can expect the launch of these new processors, earlier in the year during CES, autumn 2022 was mentioned. So as long as there's no significant delays, expect AMD's latest lineup before the end of the year. If you want to learn more and watch the wonderful Lisa Su talk all about it, I've dropped a link to the full keynote below. Moving on to the final story, where it's certainly that Computex time of year and the new launches are coming thick and fast. We all know Corsair for memory, peripherals and lots of RGB. However, the company is once again branching out into a brand new market. And it's laptops. Yep, you'll soon be able to get your hands on the Corsair Voyager. Powered by both an AMD CPU and GPU and a range of options all the way up to the Ryzen 9 6900HS and Radeon RX 6800M mobile graphics. The other specifications pack a punch, and the sleek chassis features a 16-inch QHD IPS panel. The fast 240Hz refresh rate and FreeSync Premium ensures super smooth gameplay. The keyboard is actually mechanical with Cherry's ultra-low profile switches, and you'll find a whole host of goodies from Corsair's streaming brand Elgato. With this laptop, it should be super easy to set up and stream or create from absolutely anywhere. If you're interested in getting your hands on one, supposedly they will be available later this summer, and I'll drop any details below. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Overclockers Newsweekly. Let me know what was your favourite hardware launch from Computex below. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you again next Friday.